What's going on, YouTube? It's the Young Gun and DJ G-Wiz, live from Goat Studios. Still here, Brooklyn, New York City. I'm in the exact same spot where I left you guys. You guys already know what it was. In here, tapped in, grinding all night, getting records done. You guys know what it is. It's the name of the game. So you guys remember a couple of days ago, I went to my friend's homegoing service, um, and I expressed some thoughts about the whole thing. What I didn't tell you was I DJ'd his candlelight vigil. That was that was last Sunday. Yeah, that was last Sunday, and that was the first time in probably about, I would say, at least 4 or 5 years for sure, that people saw me behind a pair of turntables. A lot of people didn't know I retired from DJing. A lot of people were kind of confused. It was almost like one day I was DJing at Breakers or Bonkers or whatever venue, and the next day I was gone. And then maybe you guys heard rumors that I had moved to LA, um, which was true. But in respect to that, I just always felt like I never gave people an opportunity to say goodbye, you know, and to wish me well, and for us just to have that one last bond together, because you guys supported me through my DJ career, whether it was private events, bars, nightclubs, church events. I even DJ'd at KinderCare a couple times. So there's not an event that I didn't do when I was in my prime. DC nightclubs, Arlington, Alexandria, all the promoters that I worked with through the years. I just, like I said, I want to take the time to say thank you guys. Faraz, Beta Rise Entertainment, thank you. Thank you. Amber at Last Call Booking Agency, thank you. DJ Ego, thank you, brother Ego, for just being my brother, being the guy I needed to 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 ride with me a lot of times, take photos when needed, edit videos. You were always there for me, and support. And I feel like you don't get your flowers, because a lot of people don't see you because you're taking pictures of us. So much love to Ego. Grussel, always been my brother. Um, Big Cuz DJ Supreme, he's the one that got me into DJing. DJ Rush Hour, thank you for being kind of like a big brother to me. You showed me a lot through the years. My guy Thale, thank you for DJing my Sweet 16. And from that day, we had a bond. Um, Thank you guys so much for being mentors to me and being good friends over the years. I know I'm missing a lot of people, but I've been up all night. You guys gotta you guys gotta give me a little grace. You know what I mean? But what I wanted to talk about is why. Why did I stop DJing? That's the topic. Why did I stop DJing? Everybody wants to know. It's like I said, everybody always asks, when am I going to do this? When am I going to do that? No, it's not going to happen. But today, I'm going to tell you why. So, one reason was health. With DJing all the time, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Um, I didn't sleep well. The pressure to perform at a high level, it always stayed on my mind 24/7. It was always on my mind. You guys know how much I love to give customers what they pay for. And If they paid me a lot of money, I felt really bad. Even if they would have gave me, let's just say, a couple hundred to do a couple hours somewhere, I felt bad if I didn't give it my all. So I would stress about, you know, do I have the right songs for this event? Do I have, the right equipment? Do I have the lighting? So I would stress a lot. Another thing, the alcohol. So I'll put that in the health category. So I wouldn't consider myself an alcoholic, but the lifestyle, it takes a toll on you. When you first start out DJing, it's like one beer kind of helps you get through the night. And before you know it, after a decade and a half of DJing professionally, it's just shot after shot after shot just for you to get in the mindset. I mean, because you're dealing with so much other stuff. You got the promoters on you about bringing people and promoting the event. You have the owner on you about actually selling the bar and making sure the people that you have involved are doing their job. Then you're dealing with the actual dance floor. You got requests. You got to deal with egos and personalities. Sometimes there's fights in the club and things like that. So I just remember most of my gigs that were, local gigs or club gigs, like public gigs. I was hammered. I was toe up. And a lot of times you guys will send me pictures or you'll call me and you tell me, hey man, I remember when you killed that gig. I don't remember. Because it wasn't me, it was me up there, but I was under the influence. And like I said, that was just my lifestyle. I was in my 20s, I was young. This is how it went, and this is how it goes in that business. And so I'm not ashamed to say that. I always keep it 100 because I don't know what you guys are dealing with. So I'd rather put myself out there and let you guys know that, hey, I could have had a problem. But since then, since 2023, I haven't drank. I haven't drank in almost 2 years. And for that, like I said, my health, my blood pressure, all of that um, is normal. So I think I wrapped up the health part. Time with the DJ life, when you're going from gig to gig, time. I mean, there's so much sacrifice that we have on the back end, meaning I've ignored my family and my friends to service you. You guys paid me to DJ your birthday party or your wedding or whatever. I allocated time to make sure that all that is done. Meaning whatever I had going on in my personal life, it took a back seat. With that, I noticed, family friends that were in grade school, um, all of a sudden I would run into them and they're graduating high school. And it's like, what? So I just felt like I missed out on so much other stuff. Just picture yourself. Normally, Friday and Saturday is the highlight of most people's week. Now, just imagine yourself if you removed all those Fridays and Saturdays out of your week for the last 15 to 20 years. That's how I feel. Because instead of doing what I wanted to do, which is go to sleep or hang out with the few friends that I had, you know, or my family, I was out getting money. I was out, DJing and trying to figure it out. So that definitely took a toll on me as well. Um, Next one, relationships. Because I worked so much, meaning I had a day job as well. Because I worked so much, it put a strain on a lot of relationships that I had. thank God, I had my ex at the time. I'm so grateful that a lot of those nights, number one, she was able to drive me home, and make sure that I made it home safely. She would drive my truck and make sure I was good. I'm totally appreciative of that whole situation. Sometimes she would also set up my gear or help me take down. So that was a blessing. But I lost a lot of relationships because I couldn't show up. And then on the backside of it, I almost felt like I had no friends because every time I would get invited to things, they just invited me as the DJ. I never got invited to a wedding just as a guest. People invite me to their weddings to DJ it, to work. And so that also affects the relationship as well because I feel like, hey man, I'm your man's. I'm your bro. Like I feel like I should have a guest a guest pass or I should be on your guest list for your wedding. But no, you asked me to DJ. And that's cool because I respect the fact that I know what I'm doing behind the ones and twos, but sometimes you want to like just be regular. Sometimes you just want to feel like everybody else. You don't want to work, you know? And like I said, the whole relationship thing, there's so many layers to the relationship thing. I want to leave that right there. So, guys, if you're still listening, I need you to take a second to like, comment, and subscribe on this video right now. If you like where this is going, I'm going to do a part 2 tomorrow. Like I said, I'm still here at the studio. I only had so much time for this today, but I'm going to give you a part 2 either tomorrow or later in the week. But that's where we are right now. Again, I'm so grateful that you guys were on that journey with me. I think I started DJing in 2005, 2004, 2005, 2003, somewhere in there. However long that was. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And again, it's the young gunner, DJ G-Wiz, and I'm out.